film name. For my film name, I decided to go with Blood Brothers. This is because from my audience research, I found out that this is one of the most preferred names. People say that it was more edgy and it created more suspense and excited the reader into wanting to see the film. I also liked Blood Brothers because it's my film name. I created it, so I also have a say in if it's the title of the film. And in my opinion, it also creates an atmosphere of suspense and also relates to the plot of the film, in a way that's not revealed. It doesn't reveal too much about it because you do not want to give too much about it, about the plot, because then it will spoil it for everyone. But it gives some kind of hint what the plot of the film is going to be like. Because you don't want the title to reveal everything about it, because the audience won't be surprised by the film. So, and that will decrease the attractiveness of the film. The way the title connects with the title of the film, as for example, blood can connote both death and murder, so it makes the audience infer that there's going to be death in the film, possibly one of the two brothers, making them want to watch the film to see if if one of the brothers die, or if they kill people, or if death is going to happen, which makes people want to go and see the movie, increases the hype for the film. Also, Brothers relates to the film as it's based around two brothers and how one dies leaving the other to mourn, and then years later the brother is that is dead is haunting the other brother, which is inferred. The words together makes the audience connote that one of the audience is gonna one of the brothers is gonna die. This makes the audience connote that one the plot is going to be something about revenge, and it creates suspense and an atmosphere of interest for the audience, so that they can get really they can dig into it and just really watch the film. The title of the film goes to the conventions of other thriller film titles because of violent words being used in thriller films such as Cape Fear, Seven Psychopaths, all those kind of thriller films which violent words in them just create interest in the film, because people who want to go see thriller films want to know if it's going to be violent, or if it's going to be action packed or something like that. Blood connotes fear and it creates suspense, and before the audience even has even seen the movie, they're already getting these emotions of fear and suspense, because blood just makes you connote death, murder, guns, knives, violence being cut up into pieces, and that's what the audience wants to see from a thriller film. And in my opinion, it's one of my favourite one of my favourite choices for a film, for the film title, because I think it goes a lot with the plot. It goes well with many of the conventions of the thriller film genre, and it just feels like it is quite close to the plot of the film, and it makes it more interesting, because it is quite an interesting title, Blood Brothers. They're bound by blood, meaning that one they are always together, never really apart, and they're related by blood, and the term goes, blood's thicker than water. Yes, and that is this has been my film name decision. This is Toro Productions. Thank you for watching.